As a world traveler, the Aga Khan has seen both the latest innovations in the developed world and the lack of infrastructure in developing areas. In Africa, he has eyed projects to improve local conditions for decades, often regardless of political situations. One good example of this is in Uganda. The Aga Khan's infrastructure operations arrived here during the rule of Idi Amin. Soon afterwards, in 1972, Amin expelled 50,000 Asians, including the Ismailis, and gave them a 90-day notice to leave Uganda. Dr. Vali Jamal, though only a boy then, recounts how Idi Amin expelled the Asian community from Uganda.
People were afraid. He shot from the hip. He literally had shot people, but not Asians. So we knew that this is an impulsive person, and there was an agenda that was not going to tolerate Asian wealth to the extent that was there.
Because of the relations he made over time with leaders from various countries, His Highness the Aga Khan managed to assist the expelled Asians to settle in other countries.
If you speak to the East African, Ugandan Asians in Canada, they will tell you how when the Ismailis were leaving because of what the Aga Khan had arranged with the then Prime Minister Pierre Trudeau of Canada, that there were many other Asians who also were able to go because of what he had arranged. He worked with various international agencies, with various foreign governments to negotiate transit for them.
Amin is long gone. AKDN is still there.
When President Museveni came to power, he asked the Aga Khan to come back. He said, I want you to come back. We're sorry for what happened, but it's happened. But we want your members of your community, you, to come back. The Aga Khan continues to invest in Uganda. Bujagali is a big example of that. I mean, this is a massive project that provides electricity to more than half of Uganda and soon to parts of northern Tanzania and western Kenya.
The lack of electricity has long been a problem for Uganda's development. Frequent power blackouts in Uganda cause serious consequences that cost the business community gravely.
We used to have power in 2 to 3 days in a week. There was no business. We had no choice just to close up and go home.
Now a new hydroelectric project down the Nile at Bujagali is keeping the lights on and turning out half of Uganda's electricity at a lower cost.
Without electricity, your quality of life is not going to improve. So that's a very important economic initiative, which has a huge impact on the development of the country, the quality of standard of living and the ability of people to improve their economic standing.
Once again, the Aga Khan's focus on quality is evident. The $900 million project would involve the AKDN, the Ugandan government, and key US investors who would tap experts to ensure the project's integrity.
The approach of the Imamate has always been to respond to the development challenges and priorities of the countries in which it is engaged. Naturally, these priorities differ significantly from one country to another, and from one region to another. It has often meant taking courageous but calculated steps to create opportunity in environments that are fragile and complex at the same time.
Bujagali now employs hundreds of Ugandans while supplying electricity to tens of thousands of locals. People are being empowered.